Yeah, Crawford is one of the best pound for pound in the world right now. Canelo is there too, so it's like two guys fighting, and that's gonna be a big fight.
With only a few weeks remaining until fight night, the anticipation has grown even stronger as excitement continues to build. Everyone is weighing in on the Canelo versus Crawford fight, and no one is holding back in predicting the outcome. Some are leaning towards Crawford, while others believe Canelo will be victorious on the deciding night. Later in this video, we will explore what pros have to say about this mega clash and whom they are predicting to win.
A lot of people are counting Crawford out. Crawford's a fucking beast. He's smart, he knows what he's doing. Canelo, you know, I mean, he's not that big of a guy. He's obviously weighs more, but I mean, you can't take nothing from Crawford. He goes in there to win. So I mean, I feel like it'd be a good fight. You know, it sucks that my brother didn't get the opportunity, but I mean, only Canelo knows why it didn't happen. And you just gotta keep moving forward. You know, gotta keep moving forward. But it's gonna be a good fight to watch. I got Crawford on this one.
Before anything else, Mean Machine, the tough Lithuanian contender known for his resilience and punching power, recently gave his take on this mega showdown. He said that when he first heard about the fight, his reaction was that it was not good for Crawford, as he believed against Canelo he would not have any chance. However, while talking about it now, he admitted his opinion has changed, explaining that he now thinks Crawford will prevail, largely because of his extraordinary abilities and remarkable overall skill set.
Crawford and Canelo, they're like two more like the favorite boxers for me. I love Canelo, I love Crawford. Even like after I fought Crawford, I become his fan. Like he's an amazing boxer. So when it was like rumors, I'm like, oh no, it's not good for Crawford. Canelo's too big. Right now, my position changed. I think Crawford is too fast and too smart for Canelo. Even Canelo is a good boxer. I'm not saying like not taking nothing from Canelo.
He also explained why he has chosen him in this battle. Mean Machine stated that he has seen Crawford in training, noting that his size has increased significantly and that he is improving on all aspects of his game. He underscored that hard work always builds confidence in fighters, and he is certainly putting in a lot of effort in his training camp. He further praised Crawford's punching ability, describing it as very skilled, with punches thrown with both great accuracy and impressive power.
I think it's just like that. I see that Crawford's training and that he's big too right now. So he gained weight, but not like, and lots of people gain weight like that sloppy weight, like I would say like fat, but he looked like strong, massively strong. So I think it's gonna be a good one. Crawford, I wouldn't say like his punches was like super strong, but his timing and accuracy is what makes difference. So like there's a guys that throw hard, but they just throw, and he throws like his calculation for the punches and like timing and aiming to the right spots is just like on another level.
Furthermore, Mean Machine also stressed that size does not matter in this showdown, pointing out that boxing history has shown many times smaller fighters defeating bigger opponents. According to him, it is not going to be much more difficult for Crawford, as he has everything it takes to emerge the winner against any challenger. He highlighted his exceptional skills, particularly his speed and movement, which he believes will give him a clear edge. To emphasize his point, he even quoted examples of Alexander Usyk, insisting Crawford should not worry about the size difference.
When you see Usyk fights and what Usyk did to the big guys like Joshua and Fury, so the size doesn't matter. I think the skill level matters. And Crawford, he gained weight, but I think he's gonna be like even faster, and like his head was good in the ring. He's like boxing IQ is just on top. So I would say 50-50, but right now I'm kind of leaning more to Crawford.
Importantly, along with predicting Crawford's victory, Mean Machine also described how he assumed the fight would play out. He expected that in the early rounds, both sides would keep their distance and spend time measuring one another. Canelo will try to reduce the distance and engage more directly once he understands his opponent better. Meanwhile, Crawford is expected to stick to his regular approach of relying on brittle punches and excellent movement, which has previously served as the foundation for his success.
I think it's gonna start a little bit slowly. They're gonna be careful with each other just to kind of like measure each other and see where they at. And like they're like, that's why like they're like champs and they're like great ones. They just don't go like crazy like from the first round. They're gonna like keep aiming, keep checking on each other. And I think Canelo just will try to break the distance and like come closer. That's his style. and Crawford just gonna try to counter and move.
Moreover, Ronnie Shields, the veteran boxing trainer known for guiding numerous world champions, also echoed the voice of Mean Machine and picked Crawford to win this fight. He explained that he has a great chance if he enters the ring with a better game plan and studies Canelo thoroughly. Shields pointed out that he will face real trouble against Crawford, as he is completely different from the opponents Canelo has faced before. He added that he takes every step very measurably during a bout, and this quality could ultimately be the deciding factor.
I really and truly believe that Crawford has a great chance. You know, Crawford is not going to fight him like school fought him. He's not going to fight him like Lara fought him. Crawford is going to be doing a little bit of ins and out, I believe, turning left-handed and right-handed. And, you know, for me, I think he's going to give Canelo a problem, because Canelo probably going to think he's going to be moving a lot. And I don't think so. I think Crawford is going to practice, you know, rely on his counterpunching abilities, and then start taking the lead and putting Canelo in positions he's never been in, you know, in a long time.
In addition, he further advised some important keys for Crawford to rely on when facing Canelo in the ring. First, he stressed that he should fight in his natural style, warning that moving away from it could easily turn things in his opponent's favor. Additionally, he suggested that Crawford should frustrate him by fully using his speed and strong defense. In his opinion, this approach would force Canelo into taking unnecessary steps, giving him the opportunity to dictate the pace and ultimately control the entire battle.
He has to use his speed and his defense. You know, that's going to be the key. You know, making Canelo throw punches when he don't want to throw punches, making Canelo get on defense when he don't want to be on defense, and just slipping shots in that everyone could really see. You know, he has to take the title from Canelo. They're not going to give it to him unless he take it. You know, so he has to bring out the dog in himself in order to do that. He has to prove that, hey, I can take your shots and I can give them back.
Moving forward, Crawford was once again predicted to win this fight by Antonio Tarver, who has frequently stated that he believes in him. He indicated that Canelo will be facing the best opponent he has ever faced in the ring, and he acknowledged that Crawford will also have to overcome the same challenge. All things considered, Tarver praised both players for their exceptional abilities and said that the match had all the makings of a classic. He concluded by saying that he is excited to see what occurs on September 13th.
Yeah, it's a major fight, man. The biggest in a long time. If you've been following Tarver's take, you know I'm Bud County all the way. But this is going to be the toughest fight, the best fighter Bud has ever been in the ring with. And arguably, this could be the best fighter Canelo has ever been in the ring with. We'll find out which one is which on September 13th.
Furthermore, Terrence Crawford's strength coach, Chet Fortune, recently shared some intriguing details from his training camp. Preparations are going pretty well, he disclosed, with everything going according to plan. Through a variety of specific training and exercises, he asserted that Crawford has progressively improved his strength and power. He reinforced his unwavering dedication, razor-sharp focus, and clear aim. Canelo was also cautioned by Fortune to be fully ready to handle his power.
Listen, I get a lot of texts asking how I'm doing, how camp is going, so I figured I could just put it up in one post. So I'm in the mountains. This dude's about to beat the brakes off Canelo and be the greatest boxer of all time, and I get to play a part in it. All is well, truly well. We good. I'm good. I'm real good.
Moreover, during a recent visit to Crawford's training camp, Sean Porter confirmed the talks of Chet Fortune. He also remarked that he is making every effort to completely prepare. Porter claimed that he is fully aware of the challenge and is getting ready for it. Porter stressed above all that Crawford's enthusiasm and vigor within the camp are unparalleled. In order to be completely prepared for fight night, he feels that he is bringing out the best in himself throughout each practice by focusing, being driven, and being determined.
You know, my thing when I watch fighters, I want to see what you're thinking. You know, I have the ability to actually look into your mind and see, you know, how that thing is turning, you know. He sparred the day that I went over there and saw him, and when he got out of the ring and we stood there and talked a while, he confirmed everything that I thought I was seeing, you know. So he's verging that peaking process. He's getting stronger, still loving it, which is, you know, to me, that's the biggest part of it. When you have a level of passion for something that passion is commanded of you, You know, he's got all that.
Going against Mean Machine, renowned boxing expert Gabe Rosado explained why he thinks Canelo will outfight Crawford on fight night. Crawford's present fighting technique is probably going to favor Canelo, he argued, and it's very hard to make big changes in such a short amount of time. Rosado feels that if he really wants to win this bout, he needs to adapt his style completely, despite the fact that many say that Crawford's movement could cause Canelo problems and make the battle difficult.
Now, is Crawford just going to switch his style and become a mover, moving up 3 weight classes? So now you're going to put all that weight on your legs, and you never boxed like that before. How can you do that? I'm not saying he can't, but I just don't see him changing his style. I think Crawford's a guy that he has heart, and I think he really is a fighter. I think it's going to come a time where if Canelo catches him, his pride and his ego is going to get in there, and he's going to try to get his back. And I think that'll open opportunities for Canelo to land big shots.
Significantly, he also rejected Crawford's greater hand speed, contradicting popular belief. Instead, he claimed that Canelo has superior hand speed to him, hitting far faster than most people realize and frequently being overlooked in this regard. He argued that this advantage will be one of the primary reasons why he may fall short in the ring. While appreciating Crawford's keen punching ability and superb combinations, he underlined that Canelo's speed is just faster, and that is the fact in his eyes.
Because I think Canelo has faster hands, but I think Crawford puts his punches together more. But I think like on the let's say on the shots, like the quick shots or the quick hooks or the quick body punches, I think Canelo has the speed. I think Crawford just has better combos, better combinations. You know what I'm saying? But I never looked at Crawford as like a really fast fighter, like a Pernell or like a Floyd. I mean, I just think he's more of an accurate, sharp puncher.
Further talking about pros' predictions. Echoing Gabe Rosado, Andy Ruiz predicted the fight without hesitation, also siding with the Mexican star. He boldly stated that Canelo will win the fight either way, praising his potential to overcome any opponent. However, Ruiz acknowledged Terence Crawford's threat, giving him a good chance if he performs well on fight night. He valued that Crawford is a fighter who cannot be written off totally, regardless of the hurdle.
Who wins, Canelo or Crawford?
I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. I'm going for Canelo, of course. You know, he's the Mexican warrior as well. And for Crawford, man, you can't neglect him or you can't underestimate him as well. You know, he has a lot of skills, a lot of movement. He's a lefty as well. That's what Canelo has trouble with. I think it's gonna be an amazing fight, man. I just can't wait, and the best man wins.
Furthermore, Kenny Porter also agreed with Rosado and Andy's forecast for the outcome of this fight, naming Canelo as a possible winner of the September 13th encounter. He rationalized his decision by noting that he will be fighting in his comfort zone, but Crawford's rise up the weight ladder may benefit Canelo. Porter acknowledged Crawford's skill and talent, but stressed that this will be the biggest challenge of his career inside the ring, making it a true test of his abilities against a proven champion.
Say he got Canelo.
He's got Canelo, but I don't know why, but I mean, that's a great choice.
Yeah. Right? It's just the weight jumps, you know?
The weight jump is a hell of a jump, man. That's not just a jump. He's
it's
climbing
his
a
first
ladder. He's climbing a ladder, and some of the legs on the ladder ain't there for him to grab on. He got to jump over a ladder.
Additionally, Canelo has a lot of strength, experience, and a strong mentality, according to Eddie Chambers, who recently supported him to win the battle against Crawford. He said that while his opponent is in his comfort zone, Crawford is the one making the changes. He added that the weight and adjustment will undoubtedly pose him more problems than his opponent. Crawford is an excellent fighter, though he argued, but he can only bother Canelo if he offers something new to the bout. The Mexican star will have the obvious advantage otherwise.
I have to go Canelo. And I would love to see Crawford do his thing. You know what I mean?
You normally boxer biased. Not saying that Canelo isn't the boxer.
Right. And normally I would kind of be. It's just, I don't know. I see you're able to exploit, you know, flaws in guys, and typically that's what Crawford does. This one, it's just really difficult. This Canelo is an extremely experienced, talented stalker, but boxer too. He has the ability to do both, to be honest.
Besides, Virgil Ortiz has also looked into Canelo's side to see what advantages he had. In keeping with the boxing community, he praised his strength, size, and most importantly, ring experience. Although he also respected Crawford's abilities as a fighter, he reiterated that the weight disadvantage will force his opponent to win this bout. Even if both players are very proficient, Canelo's physical advantages could have a huge impact on the fight's outcome.
Now, Canelo, he has obviously the size advantage, the strength advantage, intellect. I think Crawford edges him out in IQ, but I just think the weight difference is going to be the deciding factor here. I mean, we've seen Crawford get hurt.
Right.
We've seen Canelo get hurt, right? But I feel like
Not lately.
yeah, not lately.
Years.
Not lately. It's been a while.
Going ahead, let's also talk about fighters' preparations for this fight. Canelo Alvarez's preparation for this massive fight has been focused, determined, and built around his reputation as one of boxing's most disciplined athletes. He has given his all to make sure he is prepared for every challenge Terence Crawford can provide in the ring, because he understands how important this fight is. In addition, his supporters think that his size and physical presence will be very important and that he has an inherent advantage because he can remain calm under duress. Canelo appears ready to go into the ring with his usual self-assurance and unwavering commitment, hoping to not only protect his honor, but also demonstrate once more why he is regarded as one of the biggest stars in the sport.
So, 6, 7, vamos, 8, 9, 10. Viene a recibir este 4, 5,
On the other hand, Terence Crawford is focused on achieving optimal physical and mental health in order to beat Canelo Alvarez. Gaining more strength, speed, and stamina will enable him to compete at his level of intensity. For hours on end, he also practices his footwork so that he can move around the ring easily and launch effective attacks. He also wants to accurately counter Canelo's devastating attacks. Therefore, his defensive skills are of utmost importance. Furthermore, endurance training helps him maintain high energy levels throughout each round, ensuring that he remains powerful from start to finish. By studying his opponent's habits, Crawford primes his mind to anticipate and respond correctly. By practicing with partners who imitate various fighting techniques, he also improves his timing and adaptability and gets ready for a variety of scenarios.
They don't hit like Bud. They ain't got that power like Bud. They ain't got those skills like Bud. What? What? 30. What? There you go. Come on. What? 10. We gonna pull out that special stuff. We gonna pull out that special stuff. Yeah. Yeah. If he makes it. Come on. That's right. There we go. We gonna beat him to a pulp. We gonna beat the stew out of shot.
In short, the boxing community is very excited for this fight, and along with keeping an eye on every update, they are eagerly counting the days. They simply cannot wait to see how the fight unfolds and whose prediction will eventually prove true. As this is considered the biggest boxing match in modern boxing, everyone has his favorite going into the bout. Crawford's fans are hoping to see him outsmarting Canelo with his speed, movement, and extraordinary abilities, while Canelo's fans strongly believe their fighter is simply too big for the opponent and that victory is not going anywhere. In the end, who do you think will come out on top? Will it be Crawford's night, or will Canelo leave the ring with a winning smile? Drop your favorite in the comments below, as your opinion matters too. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe because your support means a lot to us.